What's up, guys? Welcome back to these channels once again. So guys, I want us to watch this powerful and warning message from these angry Jamaicans. He came out and sent a warning to Jamaican PM and all Jamaicans. So kindly guys, let's watch this message until the end, and then I'll come back with more comment.
Jamaica, let me ask you one question. Yeah? So I sit on the Star where Rhoda, the MP, Central Manchester, nice young lady, based on where we meet the eye, right? And you're telling me that no, it is a big talk and a big discussion all over. The newspaper and everybody are waste quality time to talk about what an alleged relationship between Andrew Holness and Rhoda, and all the fact that Juliet Holness give her a cold shoulder. With all due respect, I personally, I don't give a rat's ass as to who Andrew want there with, or who Mark Golden want there with, or who Rhoda want there with. We don't care. We no business with that. There are far too much important things in the friggin' country for us to be majoring in those minor things. We don't give a rat's ass. Who want there with who have found a business? I am concerned about the fact that there's a rapid global shift in how we trade. The BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, BRICS, go do no research. 97 countries will be joining the BRICS. Jamaica is not a part of that. Why? Because the US dollar a crash and nobody not talk about in the damn sitting. Nobody in the flipping country is talking about this thing. You have a big old fat one from over nationwide. Who him sit down every day like some big old mama lashy. A gossip about garbage. When him should be the one talking about these things and what the government should be doing. When the Ministry of Finance should be protecting the Jamaican people from something that is coming by now in September the latest. I am not a financial advisor. I am not offering financial advice. Everything is for educational purposes. Yeah? But I am very much aware as to what is happening. The news did about una promote them news. Una still a try to hang on to the dirty banking system that we have here. That has failed the Jamaican people miserably. People money are going missing like a nut in your NCB on the attack. On the attack, say cryptocurrency is now the order of the day, and point Jamaicans to these to this open market where some of these people can take a little much of them off, go trade and turn it into much more. But you cannot do that because of the monopoly. Where you play with the Jamaican people them. Where you want them to come out and look at dirty bank when now protect the people their money. You not attack. When you supposed to talk in our country? I can't talk about flipping Rhoda and Andrew Holness. Who gives a rat's ass? Who cares? We don't care. We are concerned about the 1.6 trillion Jamaican dollar that cannot be found. We are concerned about the flipping illicit six. We are concerned about the teachers who are dying. Suddenly, sudden deaths. And the Ministry of Health is quiet while focusing on a flipping focus. And who? On the Ministry of Health? Because he get lick off a bicycle? Wow! It is so coincidental that Mr. Valiant, who is one of the most popular Jamaican, loved and respected by the ghetto youths them because of his craft and his talent. It's so coincidental that at a time when the country should be focused on matters of importance, you lick him off. You utter everybody on bicycle, you lick off tough done. Off a bicycle. Bicycle. You lick him off and then break him wrist and it becomes news and everybody is saying flipping well wishes. We want to know about the genocide that has been committed against the Jamaican people them. Christopher Tufton need to sit down in a courthouse in front of some judge, some serious people who are ready to ask, what made my mama dead? from this thing where only force if we take 20% of Jamaica took the stinking dirty vaccine. And our teachers are dying. And nobody wants to talk about how they died. And the families of these people refuse to ask for independent personnel outside of the country to come and do proper autopsy upon them people. Why make them dead so sudden? Because we want to know. AstraZeneca was removed from the flipping market because now we know that we who were talking, we're not telling you say, that's something not right. We don't force it upon we. You, Christopher Tufton, tell the people them say, if you don't want water, take a vaccine. And Jamaicans are pretend like you don't know. Let me tell you this, you know. Yo, you see me? Me telling you already, you know. Me telling you, you know. Them people here in the government don't mean no good, you know. And people keep wondering, why am I so angry? I am angry because me grew up in a good yard. Where we learn to love and respect everybody. And they care for me Jamaican people them. And to sit and watch how politicians constantly rob and rape we. And kill half the people them. We would like to talk about the medical apartheid that was committed on 20% of Jamaicans. You hear me telling you? The mass genocide. Don't shove it on the freaking carpet. You think a little place to go and we have to put on a mask and rubbing alcohol every freaking day upon our hands until some of our hands dry out like chip? Because I want to tell you how dangerous COVID was. Where is it now? Want to collect it in one buckle? Where there? Where COVID there? Where is it? Where is there? And we should just pardon no. We should just forget about it. And Jamaicans busy at talk about who for party if we go back in the power. Una talk about who for party if we go back in the power. And this, let me tell you this, you know. Let me tell you this, you know. Let me tell you this. Wake up. Wake up. You see, by now in September, this is my prediction based on my analysis of what's happening globally with the rapid financial shift. Me say, yo, you see the pandemonium we're going to break out in Jamaica. Watch a joke. You think politicians don't have them passports and here much of them have dual and triple and triple citizenship? And maybe quadruple citizenship? Them can fly out here anytime. Any flipping time. You see the rest of us can't leave here, sir. With the 290 odd active gang according to the Ministry of National Security that is here. When them man the hungry and start kick off on the door, all who can protect themselves, protect on themselves. Anybody who can left us, left us. You see, uno politician, you see when the people them ready for uno, your thing say is Molotov bomb, them a go fling over Garden House. And look at that. Today, Juliet Owness, you had the audacity of talking about how no one instantly, with immediate effect, advance security at Garden House. But the many Jamaicans who are being robbed and raped, and the fact that we have Jamaicans going missing by the minute. More than 2,000 Jamaicans go missing per year since 2018. That is a report that came out of the Ministry of National Security. When you go doing a research, over 2,000 Jamaicans go missing every year. We never know. 151 children went missing last year. Out of the 151, 34 were girls. 134 girls. Already for this year, we have a number of Jamaicans who have gone missing, and nobody can talk about it. We're not talking about these things. When you get up and talk about Rhoda and Andrew and Juliet and a family kind of video them, you don't want to share, you don't want flipping share. Because you don't want to hear the truth. You don't get up over there and chat about freaking gossip every goddamn day. You don't want to talk about these things. Jamaicans are about to go into a state of shock. The US dollar is going to be dying a horrible death by now. And September, the latest, can't sound in every year. The BRICS are going to release them dollars. 97 countries will be joining the BRICS, and Jamaica is not one of them. Why would 97 countries be joining an organized body that is bent on de-dollarizing the US dollar? You don't want nobody to talk about this. So I want to send people, I want to find people. Let me tell you something. You see me, I mean one on God mark. I want to send them, whoever I want to send them. Watch a joke in this country. Watch a revolution where we are start here, so. No.
Hello guys, welcome back. I hope you have watched the full clip how this really angry Jamaican man is so angry with Jamaican PM and all Jamaicans. Jamaica being the most loved country in the world and people just loving Jamaica, it has come to an attention that the Jamaican PM is not running the country as it's supposed to be. Because this angry Jamaican man, he came out and sent a warning to Jamaicans, and this is just the few people that are just talking the right things, because most of the citizens or Jamaicans are fearing to tell the PM the right thing. He's saying that Jamaica, a lot of corruption is happening in Jamaica, and Jamaica being the center of the world, and PM has a good relationship with his blood sister. He was talking about uh, the MP of Manchester. So he's talking about the health sector. Health sector system is not working in Jamaica, and people are dying in hospital because of the lack of medicine, because of the lack of enough doctors, and Jamaican PM is there. He's not supporting the government, is not supporting its people. And remember, these people, they are the one who elected you in government, and these people, they are the one who will take you out of the government. So he was talking about the health sector and system in Jamaica is not working. He was talking about the debts look, and you can remember during the COVID-19, most of Jamaicans were facing a lot of challenges, and this is some of the corruption that is happening in Jamaica. And Jamaica being there with the Prime Minister government has a lot of corruption. Another thing that is affecting the Jamaicans is about the nepotism. This rule of Jamaica's PM employing his or her own brothers and sisters and all his own family in government. This is make that the government will not run well. The government will be run by the family, and this is not the right thing. That is, this man has come out and talk about, because and this message must be listened by the all Jamaicans, and must stand and share this message to all Jamaicans, because when they continue when we continue with this space with just not talking about, the government will silence the Jamaicans, and the Jamaicans, they are the one who elect the leader. And another thing that is this man is talking about is about the schools. You find that schools facilities is not working well. There is no any development in Jamaica, and the PM is there. And this is just a message to Jamaicans that if Jamaicans will not come out and talk about this thing, defending their own people, defending their own country, Jamaica is falling, because a lot of corruption is really happening in Jamaica. And another thing that is coming out, and maybe coming out and talk about Jamaica being not developed, is about the other foreigners country. When you go to Jamaica, you will find that a lot of Chinese is dominating Jamaica. It came earlier here, but I'm not telling that Jamaica Chinese to leave Jamaica, but the government is not really. You will go to Jamaica, you will find a lot of big hotels, a lot of companies, a lot of Chinese doing roads. Most people are Chinese, and you'll find that Chinese are not employing the Jamaicans. They are employing their own people, and that's why uh, some years back a Jamaican PM came out and said that Chinese are not going to pay tax for over 5 years. This debate came in online. Most of people attacked that no, how can you allow our foreigners not to pay a tax for 5 years and our locals paying a tax 5 years? When you go to a hotel, you'll find no Jamaicans are employed in that or restaurant or a hotel. You will find the Chinese themselves are doing a business, and the government, they don't want those to pay a tax. So these things has made so many Jamaicans come out and really defend their own country, because when they just continue not talking, they will sign it. And this is some of things making the government, maybe people not to put on, because people are not talking about Jamaica. People are not talking about the prime minister. They really fear the prime minister. They really fear the government. And that's why the government is just doing what they are doing now. It's not really developing. When you go to Jamaica, development is not working. You will find the corruption. You will find the nepotism in Jamaica. And that's why there's not any progress in Jamaica. And this message must reach each and every corner of Jamaicans. They must reach even the PM that what you are talking is, what you are doing in Jamaica is not the good thing. This man is so angry with Jamaicans because Jamaica is in global. Jamaica is the most loved country across all over the world, but what PM is doing is not the right thing. He's causing Jamaica to fall. He's causing Jamaica not to dominate the Caribbean, and Jamaica is the only Caribbean country that is known across all over the world. So this time round, it's now the high time as all the black people, all the Jamaicans, because these people, they normally really humiliate the black people. They normally really humiliate all the black people, and that's why now it's now the high time that we came out and united so that we can really develop our country very well. Thank you for watching me. Remember to share this video to your friends, to your family, so that we send a message to all the Jamaicans people to come out and really learn behind this man. He is called the Marvin. Let's support this man. Thank you so much for watching me. Bye for now. See you next.